Who dramatically outperforms the S&P 500 index? Should you buy this kind of funds? Who is this? This returns compared to S&P 500 looks very attractive, isn't it? Should you go to bed with it? We will check it later. Hello money chasers, fellow investors and so on. If something is impossible to learn in investments, for sure, it's more useful to be a little more stupid than average. That may be a little bit of a funny video because today I'm gonna advertise stupidity. Does stupidity need advertising? I don't think there are always enough users. Because smart people can deceive themselves in those cases. How? Believing they know something. Meanwhile, the average person will just say, I don't know what kind of hell this is. And he will be right, in the sense that it will be much closer to reality. Therefore, just say these words I don't know more often, and you will be right more often. Sometimes this is much better than joining the Dunning-Kruger club. Let me remind you of the first rule of this club. You don't know that you have become a member. As famous scientist Richard Feynman said, the first principle is that you must not fool yourself. And you are the easiest person to fool. I may have another bunch of quotes here, but I will leave them for another video. I suppose almost every one of you have a friend who always do some stupid strange tackles to girls and you think it will never work. And after 5 minutes he has a success and you're a smart lonely guy today. Take a price, or he can do some weird dubious investments in his life like all in on Bitcoin with leverage. You're smart and educated because you watch my channel, but you have failed to explain him why this is dumb, and you don't need to put all eggs in one basket as Warren Buffett said. He is billionaire John. Listen to him, please, at least if you don't like my speeches and arguments. No, John is unstoppable. Or if you don't have this kind of friend, I have a bad news for you. You're this friend. Kidding. So it's painful to see how this guy is losing his beautiful precious money, and do you know what is more painful to see? When he's earned a ton of money. Out of nothing, like some stupid forex gambling. Therefore, here we have a guy who is right for wrong reason, but he doesn't even understand this. And this is annoying and you just promise yourself to take your time and time will put everything on its places. For sure, because if you will put your money steadily and constantly in S&P 500 index or some good dividend ETF, you will overplay this lucky moment kind of guy. So you don't need to feel bad and nothing wrong with your strategy if you don't get a 1000% per year while some others do it in front of you. I'm human and I know it. I have the same envy feelings sometimes when I see a good return, but I know it's not for investors. It's suitable for gamblers. Be patient, fortify your land year by year with a concrete basement. Because, let's be honest, these kinds of friends and guys don't know what is happening indeed. Why did they earn that money on some idea and how it works? They're not experts in these fields, they cannot predict the future's patterns, they're just poked a finger in the sky and guessed. So what do I mean here by be more stupid? If it is impossible you to understand exactly how some closed-end funds works, just stay away from this product, despite this seems to show great performance. You saw the good example in the beginning of the video. It's the BlackRock Science and Technology Trust, BST ticker. It's a perpetual closed-end equity fund. He outperformed S&P 500 based on the price returns since 2014, and guess what? He has almost 5% of additional dividends paying monthly. And guess what? 5-year dividends growth rate is 13%. And let's go deeply. I suppose there must be some dangerous trash inside of it? No! There is Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Google, MasterCard, PayPal and so on. Wow! So it looks like an advertising on this fund here, and BlackRock recently reached $9 trillion assets under management. So they could pay me something for an advertisement, but they didn't pay. So I need your help. Invest in like button under this video, please, right now, please. You can find it down below under the video. I know you're able to manage this task and we will continue. Anyway, we will continue. Therefore, I should mention many problems with this fund, and let's be serious and continue this topic about stupidity. So as I say, this fund contains Apple, Microsoft and many other good companies, and as you know, they pay very small dividends, these companies, lower than 1%. So how this BST equity fund able to pay 5% in dividends? What tricks do they use in order to reach that high performance? So what is the point here? The smart guy can say, oh, I know, they use some covered options with something else, it's a very good company, I read about the BlackRock, they are strong, I can rely on her, they can't burn bad products, this exact closed-end funds have almost 1.5 billion of clients' money, that fund is driven by portfolio manager Tony Kim, therefore I just buy it and will be rich and happy soon. At the same time, we have a little stupid guy, in quotes for sure, so what does he say? I don't understand how this thing works, it's impossible. In this case, his description of reality is closer than description of the wise guy. And what will he make with this purchase? Definitely, he will buy it also because this is an attractive investment and once a lifetime opportunity. In order to be successful on the stock market, you should be moderately cautious also. Returning to the beginning of the video, if something is impossible to learn, in investment for sure, it's more useful to be a little more stupid than average. In this exact case, you have 6 scenarios. First, you can learn what exactly this BlackRock closed-end equity fund is. Maybe go to a BlackRock and torture them with the questions because their website and prospect don't have enough information, as for me. But will you believe me? It is called a closed fund and usually that means something. They have a small disclaimer, no assurance can be given that the trust's investment objective will be achieved. And BST usually has more than 6-10% of premium on assets as for now. That means that you are paying 6% more than underlying fund assets when buying it. The second scenario, you can stay away from this fund purchase because it may be dangerous in some occasions that you might realize too late. For example, if they use some leverage in some of their funds, your holding can be totally zeroing in a very bad stock market scenario. Never forget, credit default swaps in 2007 were also very profitable those years. And somebody knew why they were profitable and somebody simply lost their money. Sad story. Third scenario, buy it on your own and take a risk and you will probably get a big reward. Because the performance of this fund looks really very good and attractive. Fourth scenario, you can contact your personal advisor and ask him if this fund suits your goals, term and risk profile. Fifth scenario, buy it on 1-2% of your portfolio. It will not boost you dramatically, even with BST will be showing the same great performance in the future. So is it worth risking? Sixth scenario, something else. Therefore, those who just keep saying, I don't know what kind of hack is this, and simply buy an index funds regularly beat the average investor and even the market sometimes. And for sure they don't lose money as stupid things. Therefore, who can we call stupid here? Thank you for watching this video, I hope to see you next time. Please subscribe for a channel and press the like for YouTube. Algorithm not for me for sure, but some robots from YouTube need it. Definitely. See you in the next videos and have a good day, please.